Bob, believe it or not, the world can see us now.
Huh?
The world can see us now.
Oh, well?
Yeah.
All right, hey, folks. You have to pardon me for tonight. You know, I decided I would not cross-dress this Wednesday night.
That's good.
So I'm not here in
I
any of my...
I had a real fan club coming
I'm
over
not
my...
here in any of my female attire. So, retire or whatever it is.
These chairs ain't hardly tall now.
Right. Who is Mr. McGruff?
Oh, that's old, 5666699, what's his name?
That's what this is?
Stuffed toys, you know, what's his name? The guy with the stuffed toys?
Yeah.
What's his name? McGruff's that suit he wears, that dog suit he puts on.
Hey, World, make sure you're getting my good side now.
I'm gonna have to back up.
I look just as good in men's clothes as I do in women's clothes.
I'm gonna have to back up if I get a good
Or
side.
vice versa, or vice versa.
You know, we got,
Fingers I got there.
huh? We got so many wires running around here.
Got too many wires.
Yeah, they've got 3 microphones on us. Don't want to miss nothing we say, I reckon.
There we go. And you may have to tilt it a little bit so you won't get the gleam off my head.
Well, that might
Now, how's
be.
that? How am I looking?
I'd say, considering what you got to work with, you're coming on strong.
Folks, we're getting ready to take off here on channel 12 at WLAF 1450 on your radio dial.
We ain't on the radio.
And,
We ain't on the radio.
I know that, but if you,
You
want
could have been.
if you want to hear something besides us, go to 1450 AM on your radio dial. But if not, just stay tuned to channel 12 here in La Follette, Tennessee, US of A. And of course on the web that we're talking to you on right now, we're at UGTV.tv or LaFolletteTV.LaFolletteNews.com.
Something like that.
Yeah, somewhere, I mean, just keep playing around with it and you'll get it.
Yeah, you'll find something.
All right, there you go. And, you know, for all of you over in the Mid-East that are watching this, your friend Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama are going to be lobbying Congress for more money to be sent to the Arab nations over there. And we want to keep the Arab Spring going just right on into the Arab winter.
Yep.
So, that's what we aim to do. And naturally, to send money to somebody that's going to shoot it back at us is not a sign of weakness. That's a sign of superiority. We can take anything you shoot at us, and we're going to provide you the money to do it. So, I mean, yeah, that's being tough.
I ain't getting none of people mad at me. They can bomb your house. It'll be good.
If they couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag, they sent a bunch of little old kids down there in 1200 AD down to Jerusalem and just about routed all them Arabs with them children's crusades. Of course, I have to admit they started off as children, but by the time they walked all the way down there, they were just about grown.
It's Bobby T.
Andrews.
Yeah, they,
you can reach me at 562-2676.
takes a long time to walk to the Holy Land.
Oh, they just cut us off.
That's definitely an improvement.
No, you're not live yet.
And I thought, look,
We're live on the internet.
we're having a good time. We'll get into
Some of us
our
have a better
regular,
time than others.
tightly scripted format as soon as we come on
Okay,
the
there's,
tube.
there's a rose bushes
But
now.
you have to understand that our script is, very, very stringently, monitored and choreographed, and, that everything I'm saying, I'm reading off a monitor right now.
I'll be glad when you get to the end of it.
And Ronnie, everything he's saying, he's reading off the Merrimack. And
Yeah,
there's a few barnacles in the way of both of us.
yeah.
We have to rename you Barnacle Bill.
Barnacle Bob.
Barnacle Bob, not SquarePants, SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah, old Sponge Bob.
Is that right? He got two nuts, and that's what the woman at the beach said when she looked up. And we had two nuts on this show.
Who said that?
It's real estate agent down at the beach.
Oh,
She may be watching tonight. If you are, hey Kim, I hope surf's up.
which beach?
She's at, on Oak Island at Long Beach,
Yep.
which is, it's right down from Fort Caswell. And, you can catch the,
That's right down, right up from Speedwell.
right, you can, catch the, ferry, down at Fort Caswell, and you can be over, you can be over at Carolina Beach, Curry Beach, in about 10 minutes, time to back out of there and get straightened out, you're just about there. Then they got a, island down there called Bald Head Island, and they didn't name it after me. But I used to go over and beach my boat on that island before anybody ever lived on it. And, then I would go around, a lot of times go around to what would be the, north shore of the island, and, which actually, the way the ocean comes in there, the beach actually runs east and west, Long Beach does. And, you could really catch the bluefish. Hey folks, we're catching blues off the coast of North Carolina, which are not bad to eat. You ever eat a blue?
No reckon.
They're good if you eat them when they're fresh, but they get mushy if you keep them in the ice or freeze them, then try to cook them. They're not too good at
Mullet ain't real good stored either.
No, them old blues, they catch them about that long, big fish. And, I enjoy doing that.
I like to go catch some fish.
We'll have to go down there, it's about, I wanna go flounder gigging. You ever go flounder gigging?
I've caught flounder, but I never gigged in it.
Okay,
I've
what you
done
do,
clams.
what you do, you take your, what I always use was tent poles, the ones that curve down, you curve aluminum tent poles. I run me a wire through there, one electrical wire through there, two of them, and, I would put me a reflector plate on it, and then I'd attach it to a socket, for a light, and then I'd stick it in that, tube, and I'd pack it full of packing and stuff to make it waterproof, okay? And you hold that light along in the shallow water, and you can see just the outline of that flounder there.
Mm-hmm.
And you take a spear, a real slender, usually stainless steel rod with a rope attached to it, okay? And you get right up over that thing, you stick him, you bring him up and slide him down that pole, slide him on the rope, and you carry him along behind. Now my brother owned a place that's, not the brother that's alive now, but one that died, he owned a place down there on the, Neuse River, which came in down there somewhere about Dawson's Bridge or,
Comes through Newbern.
Arapahoe.
Comes through Newbern, don't it? Comes through Newbern, don't it?
Get what?
Newbern?
Oh, well, it's on past, coming on down past Newbern.
Yeah, it goes all the way in.
Curves around, yeah, Newbern, sure does. And, it comes in down there about Arapahoe. And, you know who is a native of Arapahoe?
Gil Thorpe.
No, the guy that invented or created the Muppets.
Henson?
Yeah, that's where he's from, is from, Arapahoe.
Jim Henson.
Yeah, it was.
Why were they naming a place in North Carolina Arapahoe? There wasn't no Arapahoes there, was there? Different kind of hoes, I guess.
I don't know, you know, but they named it Arapahoe, and also, the movie Dawson's Creek
Uh-huh.
was named after Dawson's Creek that runs in right there at Arapahoe also.
How many flounders could you get in a night?
I mean, well, let me tell you, my brother who owned this place on the Neuse River, and, you can get a flounder net where you can catch them, but they outlawed those because we caught 312 eating-sized flounder in one night. They was afraid that the flounder population was gonna be decimated, so they outlawed your flounder net. But you could still go flounder gigging, and he had never been, he'd owned that place 8 or 10, 15, I don't know how long he'd owned. I said, okay, brother, I'm gonna take you flounder gigging. So we go out there, and the water was a little bit deeper than I liked it, but it was about waist high. I like it about knee high, you know, but it was about waist high. And we're going out across there, and I said, hey. He said, what? I said, you're about to step on one over there. He looked where, I said, that outline there, that dark spot in the sand. The first one he hit was a 12-pound flounder. It just set him on fire. His wife said he stayed down there 2 extra weeks and didn't do anything but flounder gig every afternoon, you know. But how many can you get? Well, I don't know. It just depends on how many are there and how long you want
I
to
just
stay.
wondered how hard it was to get a sack full.
Well, at 8 to 10 pounds of whack, it don't take too long.
Don't take too big of a sack to get ready to go
Right.
past it.
You know,
Be like Digger was coon
we
hunting in
were
Indiana.
we were netting those flounder, and we thought we were making a fortune off of it. We were getting $2.35 a pound for them.
That sounds pretty good.
Well, that wasn't bad to get when you get $700 and something worth of flounder in one night, you know.
Did you ever do any shrimping?
Yeah.
Did you throw the chain out?
Well, what you do down there, right where I had this house at Long Beach, the canal comes in, and the shrimp will run in that canal and go back in there and feed you, and then they'll come back out in the ocean. Well, the one place down there, you can stand and throw a net out, you know, and when you pull it up, you're gonna have 3 or 4 real nice sized shrimp in there, you know, and dump them in a bucket, throw it out there again, and if you work hard enough, in a half hour, 45 minutes, you can have enough shrimp to feed 2 or 3 people.
I rode one night, the old man took a shrimp and he threw the net out and he threw the chain out. The chain went along and stirred the shrimp up, and the net caught them. Then you pull them in, and they'd go funneling back to a sack back there at the back, and you untie it and dump them out there, and you'd sort shrimp and crabs while you was pulling through getting some
Right,
more.
yeah, I've done that, and used to the license to do shrimping down there in the, I guess that's the Sound, okay, Albemarle
That was
Sound,
in Core Sound.
and you could buy a permit to shrimp real cheap, and now they are so high and so limited that you can't hardly get a permit anymore to commercially shrimp. And they're real tough on you about the oysters. There's good oysters down there.
Yeah, I know, I've dug them.
And we used to buy them out of season, you know. I don't know why they say letters that begin with an R. I guess that's just to keep you from getting too many of them.
Got a burr in them.
Yeah.
Got a burr in them, it's all right.
Right, yeah. We go up and get shrimp any time out in the year we wanted to. And I could sit down and I could eat a tow sack full of oysters, you know.
Yeah.
That was after I took them out of the shell.
Well, that's pretty good if you took them little ones and put them in a in a pot and boil them, and you drink the water, and when they open up, you eat them.
Right.
Yeah, they ain't bad.
Yeah, I love coastal eating, you know, and I've eaten everything from shark, to pompanos, to red snappers, to barracuda. You catch about anything around the coast of North Carolina.
You eat any of them puffers?
I never caught a puffin.
You ain't never caught one. Yeah, you throw out there and catch them, and you pull them in, and they're bitty fellers, and you get them up out of the water, and they blow up that big, and then
I've seen them. I've never
you shake
caught
them
one.
loose, and they, as soon as they hit the water, they're
Right,
gone.
right. There's a fish that I enjoyed right much. It was called, I forgot. It's got stripes on it. And they had a terrific set of teeth. You had to use pliers to get the hook out of his mouth. And what he loved to feed on, you catch these little sand fiddlers,
Yeah.
and you get the females who are laden with eggs. Okay, got a whole smattering of yellowish orange eggs that they're carrying around. And you throw that sand fiddler out there, and you have to be real sensitive because the sheephead will come up and suck the eggs out of that sand fiddler. You won't eat sand fiddler, suck the eggs out. So you gotta be real sensitive on the line, and or if you hook one, you got a good fight on your hands.
Well, I wouldn't know about all that, but I do know if you get to catching any fish and need some way to grill them, that Digger Wilson had that there show there in the beginning where he was sitting there in the middle of the road in Sawmill Holler. He'll sell you some propane for your grill. 562-5444 is his number if you want to
I
talk
bet
to him.
he's got some of that lemon flavored propane to grill them fish with.
Yeah, lemon, and he's also got some of that propane that simulates a cedar board to lay them on too.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that? Wonder if you got any that tastes like horseradish.
Well, now you got some of that. I guess it was horseradish. Yeah. You know they used to. Well, never mind.
Right. But now let me tell you, I went down by Digger's today, and I
ain't
know,
seen Digger. I
know he had the business today because his whole place just looked completely depleted when I went by there. So I think he probably worked his rear end off today, filling all
I'd
that.
say did. You folks may want to start stocking up because these little cold snaps will bite you.
He said that right, it's gonna be, but don't worry, tonight it's gonna be 1 degree warmer than it was last night.
I doubt it. You need to get you some of that propane because frost is coming, and them there Mr. Heaters, I'm sure he's got some, but you need to get you one before he runs out.
Right, you better, yeah, true. And you can't beat that propane heat, you know. You don't have to leave it on all day, you just put it in the room where you have to warm it right up.
I'll tell you what, it don't dry things out like electric heat.
I know that, I know that.
In fact, it'll put a whole lot of moisture, them our little heaters put a lot of moisture in there to keep you from getting croupy in the winter time.
Well, also, you know, your nose gets dry too, you know, and your mouth gets dry, and I wake up at night, I'll drink a couple of bottles of water a night, and
Well, I ain't that big a water fan myself.
I am, I drink a lot of water, and, but go down to Digger's and get your propane, and they can fix you up.
We recommend Digger 562-5444 along with Dixie Concrete. They're not in the propane business, they're the concrete business. Dixie Concrete has got concrete of all shapes and sizes and anything to do with concrete, plus a complete septic system down there for you just to...
And they construct about everything that they make.
Yeah.
I see the trucks are hauling sand in. I see the trucks that's hauling gravel in. I see trucks that is hauling that basic cement that they're mixing in.
I see them trucks hauling concrete out and I see them
Then
hauling them there septic tanks
that
out.
don't make sense. Haul it in so they can haul it out.
Yeah, Dixie Concrete, they're good people.
They're good people. Big yellow trucks drive on their side of the road, anything you need in concrete, you need to get your driveway done, go ahead and do it now before the real cold weather and real bad weather hits.
Before the Christmas rush,
Huh?
before the Christmas rush.
Right, that right. And, you know, we may have a bad winter this year. I don't really know, but I know I've been up here 13 years. We ain't had one in 13 years.
You're bad luck, Bob. 13,
Well, I
let's
don't
see.
know. You know, winter's supposed to be winter.
No, we've not had a bad winter in about that long. But we had some in the 90s, though.
When?
In the 90s.
So we had some 18 inchers and 24 inchers and 36 inchers down where I was in the 90s too.
You ever been in a blizzard?
What?
A blizzard.
I've seen it snow so hard I could not see my hand in front of my face.
I'm talking about where it goes on for 12 hours. You can't see nothing but
Yeah.
snow.
I saw one that dumped 4 feet where I live.
Where'd you live?
Right there in North Carolina.
Oh, well, you're old. Well, we had a blizzard here in 93, and it was a dandy, buddy. And I tell you what, I never seen anything like. Of course, I kind of enjoyed it, but
What?
I kind of enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, well, if they have one here, you know, I will sympathize with those people that have to get out in it. But I'm gonna sit there and enjoy my mosquitoes.
They ain't nothing as quiet as a blizzard. Did you know it?
I know that, yeah. They ain't quieter than a tornado.
Yeah. No, really. I mean, the wind may be blowing a little, but if it ain't just a whistling, it's just so quiet. You ain't
Right.
nothing. It's just
Right.
everything.
You don't hear the snowflakes
No.
beating on your roof, do
No,
you?
buddy. It's just still as it can be. Tell them about the car show, Bob. You're a
About
car,
what?
the car show.
Oh, yeah,
The love
let me
cruiser.
tell you about the car show.
The Cruiser car show.
LA Cruisers. I don't know what that stands for, Los Angeles Cruisers, or just LA stands for the Cruisers.
And I think they,
LA is the in French.
yeah, I think it's the same love that's in front of Love Pilot.
Okay, all right. They're having their 11th annual open car and truck show, but they don't know it. I've got a surprise for them. They're gonna have a Brook show too.
Oh, you're gonna hit it over. Have they got a category?
Yeah, I don't know whether they got a category for Brooks or not, but I'm gonna carry one, let them judge it, okay?
Uh-oh.
It's Saturday, September the 22nd. That's this coming Saturday. It's at 10 o'clock and it's being held at the Campbell County School inside the gates, all up and down on the left and right. They have concessions, they have vendors there that sells you all sorts of things that, like you need for your car. And they are giving away $1,000 in cash drawings. It's not
$1,000 in unmarked
Right,
bills, no
right.
consecutive serial
Well,
numbers.
it's not prizes, it's $1,000 being given away in cash drawings at $50 a whack, which means they're gonna have 20 of those drawings, I guess.
Yeah, I think that.
They have antiques, classics, street rods, motorcycles, and Brooks. I have to start putting that on the brochure. It's free to the public, everyone is invited. If you're gonna enter your car or your Brook in the show, it's gonna cost you $10 registration fee. And, you know, they give plaques and all sorts of things for the first 100 entries. And, of course, they give away blue ribbons and yellow ribbons and red ribbons and
You
all
got
that
something
sort
to
of
tie
thing.
around the old oak
Right.
tree, don't you?
Said that right. So be sure and come on out. It was a good time. I went last year. I really enjoyed seeing a lot of the older cars that I grew up with, you know. And so
Starts at 10 and goes to 4, I think.
right. It starts at 10 o'clock. It's over at 4 o'clock. Come on out. You'll really enjoy it. And you know, well, 3 more days to the 1st of fall.
I don't know. Next Tuesday's Yom Kippur. No, next Wednesday.
Yom Kippur.
Yeah, Yom Kippur.
Okay. Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur.
Yeah, yeah.
Yom Kippur.
But I believe that the 22nd be 2 more days, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
It's 22nd September, first day of fall.
I don't know, it's the 20th, 21st, 22nd, you know, it never stays
I
exact
think
the same.
it's 22nd, I don't know. But did anybody tell the weatherman, because he went out and dropped the temperature anyhow? It's kind of like Romney jumping the gun by an hour on criticizing Obama over the embassy deal in Syria.
You mean that there unorganized, spontaneous
That
protest?
unorganized, spontaneous, not planned, was just purely against that little old video that guy produced.
You know, ain't no telling what all we'll stir up if we ever see what we've done.
Well, we hope they'll beam this right into Cairo, Egypt, and right into Benghazi, and right in. No, you have to wear your burqa.
I just don't want to know who I am.
I would cross dress just for the Arabs, but I don't look good in a burqa.
Well, you don't look good out of one either.
Oh. But, let me tell you something. Let's be on the serious side.
Serious.
With the increasing influence of Arabs, probably one of the best things that we are doing here in this country is to eliminate prayer at all your government functions. Because pretty soon,
We have furnished roads.
pretty soon you'll be having to buy you a kneeling rug, and you have to face Mecca in order to pray before you have a football game. I'm serious. So by denying prayer from Christians, they are denying prayer from everybody. And that's probably one of the best things that could happen, because we do not need to use government functions to express our Christianity.
You want to hear Akbar's opinion? Akbar, you want to hear his opinion?
Akbar can give it. Tell him.
TV.
Go ahead and steady your rug.
Talk to us, Akbar.
Oh, goodness gracious. I was going to call and talk about the film that this Mr. Egyptian man is putting out, and the Muslims, they are very unhappy. I've seen all types of footage from the news on this.
Wait a minute, did you participate in the Arab Spring?
He's
No,
not
I
Arab,
have not
he's Indian.
Huh?
He'd have to protest
The Indian?
Indian.
All right, did you have anything to do with Custer?
Different Indian.
Yeah? Oh, different Indian, I'm sorry.
Yes, I am an Indian, but I follow the Muslims.
You don't scalp people?
No, I do not scare people. I believe in it, and I believe in it in my own home. I do not give it to the other people. I am not a Muslim church.
All right, now look, I'm having a burger cookout at my place, and it's going to be made entirely out of the meat from white cows. Does that have any problem?
No, this is no problem at all.
Are you going to mix in any good pork for flavor?
A little pork too, for my Jewish friends.
No, the Russians in India, they sell the meat.
So what's going on, Akbar?
Well, not very much. My father, he has been speaking to me today, telling me not to come back home for a little while. It is still very agitated over there.
Where is home?
From India.
I know, but I mean, are you from Bombay or Mumbai?
No, I do not even know these places.
You don't know about Mumbai?
He's one, Dubai. That's that's a country, Dubai.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
Very big country.
Myanmar.
They have the very big cities.
You know, you got Bombay, got to be Mumbai, just like Peking got to be Beijing.
Right. I think that's only natural.
Yeah, it's only natural.
Oh, and I must say something. The burgers that you were showing on your TV show,
Yeah.
you do not have to wear them. Those are for the women only.
He's been cross-dressing a little lately, and
Yeah.
you didn't see him.
How's that go over in Mumbai?
You didn't see him last week when he had on his
My,
filming attire, his
my
gay apparel.
blouse,
He got dressed for Christmas early. He donned his gay apparel.
blouse.
Oh goodness, the gay apparel.
Yeah.
You're a very funny person, I tell you.
Yeah, Christmas, you know. Now we don't wear gay apparel.
Good.
Fra-la, fra-la. Yeah.
La la la.
I would say the man.
That woman down there at the beach is right, wouldn't she?
Especially with all the,
Hey, Kim.
the flag burning and everything that is going on.
So enlighten us. Tell us what's gonna happen next.
Right, what's gonna happen next? What's the next big movement?
Well, at the moment, I do not know. As I have already said, I am not protesting at all, and I do not know where this is going. I hope that they get all this settled out, and this man maybe comes on the television and
Why?
apologizes for his opinion.
Right. Well, we've been missing you. We've been wondering maybe if you had wrecked your rug.
Yeah.
No, I have been out
Carpet.
of town recently.
Oh,
I
your
went
carpet,
to,
I'm sorry.
for a little business deal. Goodness gracious. My secretary is giving
But we appreciate you keeping us abreast of everything that's going over in the near Mid-East, or the far Mid-East, or the Far East, which is it?
East.
Huh?
It's east.
East?
Unless you go the other way, and
Yeah,
it's
no,
west.
east is east, and west is west.
I do not have anything to do with the Middle East. I live in the America. I have nothing to do with
Oh,
what my
well,
father does.
we thought that maybe you had connections.
Well, my father lives in this area, but I am no longer there. I mean, I take a trip every now and again to see the family, but otherwise I have nothing to do with the Middle East at the moment.
Well, you know, home is always home. Hard to get away from your roots.
True.
Bob, all he talks about is North Carolina. You ever noticed that?
That's as far east as I can get.
Well, I talk about the Campbell County and what is going on here because I feel that it is very important.
So, are you going to enter your Duesenberg in the car show Saturday?
Well, no, I do not think I will because again I have to have the chemicals for the carpet to fly and I do not think I need to bring it.
Oh.
I might burn the hair off of the nose on the face.
You don't want to do that. They'll get you for mixing them concoctions.
Oh goodness, I have my degrees for my chemicals, but they still do not accept them because again I am an immigrant.
Yeah, I know you have a hard time, but you know this country was created by immigrants. Even the Native Americans weren't so native. They had to come across the Bering Strait or something, didn't they?
You look at it,
Right.
that's the entire world is nothing but immigrants. We've moved very much
Yeah.
the last
You know,
4,000 years, I would say.
my people have been chased out of just about every country so far.
And your people are, Mr. Rodney?
My people are, I don't know, I can go all the way back to Saxony in one direction, and I don't know the other, and it kind of gets muddled up somewhere.
Yes, but your
Well,
family,
you know-
that has nothing to do with you. I mean, you
I
have
know,
not
but I'm
ever
just-
run out of anywhere.
But I know, I said my family has been run out of about everywhere. Of course, I've been
Well,
kicked out of,
you know, not only my family, but everything I got goes back to Henry V.
yeah,
That is, if I don't pay Henry on the fourth.
I've been kicked out of the second biggest country in the world. I mean,
If I don't pay Henry on the fourth, it goes back to him on the fifth.
yeah.
Goodness gracious. I'm going to tell you one
All righty.
before I get off here. My
Tell
father, he sent this to me the other day, and it is a
Right.
small picture. And on it it says, if you give a man a hamburger, it will feed him for a day. But if you teach a man to hamburger, he will live forever.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a knockoff to me.
Yeah.
This is a very funny joke, and I liked it, and I wish to let you mull it over.
Well, we're gonna think on that. We're gonna be doing a little hamburger.
Right.
Thank you, Akbar.
Thank you, Akbar. We appreciate you.
All righty, well,
See?
See ya.
Hargitay, good night.
Say, but if we had told Joe now, we'd really be
Well,
uptown.
You gave up too soon. I know who it is, and I'm gonna tell him about it. too.
Rainbow Restaurant has hamburgers along a bunch of other stuff. You
Yeah,
teach a man,
hamburgers,
you
yeah.
teach him, you give a man a bologna biscuit and you'll feed him one time. But if you teach him how to get to Rainbow Restaurant, he can eat every day.
That's exactly right. We'll have to wait on you to give him a bologna sandwich,
Yeah.
a bologna biscuit.
I mean, 99 cents to buy him a bologna biscuit and $2.99 to buy him a great big breakfast.
It'll do that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why does a man need to learn how to fish for bologna?
I don't know, but if you want to eat, you go down there. There's that fella wanting us to talk about that there toy stuff.
Might as well do that, hadn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know.
All right,
Ain't
Dave,
got
what
no
one's the
light
other?
on. I don't
Huh?
know.
Lights
Let's try
out,
this
isn't
one. That ain't it. Neither one of them. Well, tell them about it over there anyway.
Oh,
Let's try
yeah,
this.
yeah. Let me tell you, Victory for Kids, been in business for 16 years, helping our kids around Christmas time. They collect toys and stuffed animals. You can drop them off at 210 Sharp Lane, apartment 130 La Folly. They need volunteers to help distribute these stuffed toys and these other toys. And for information, you can call 566-6699 or 423-201-1303 or 201-8515 or 871-3506. Mr. McGruff is back with us.
You know, Mr. McGruff.
Yeah. Wow. Heard that right. We appreciate you. Appreciate the work you're doing, and I will have some toys for you.
Now then, I was just admiring this here mohicle going down the road today. Had Vital Care Road on it. Yeah. Now, when are we gonna go down there and tour that new plant they've got?
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna bring you up to date and show you how modern and how well done
They're
they have
new.
taken the old rescue building and made it into a place where their ambulances are on the inside. When they fire them up, they don't have to worry about heating them up because they're already in a heated environment, and so they don't have to sit there shivering and trying to put the key in the keyhole like I do on my cars and trucks, and then when I get it in there, I find out the battery's dead, and they don't have any of them running around with one headlight.
No, they got two headlights.
Well, you got two headlights that work.
562-9370 if you
That's
need
Vital Care.
hauling around the ambulance. That
Good
right?
people, does not cost the taxpayers any money at all.
And now they didn't build them roads.
No, they didn't build them roads, nobody at Vidacare did anything themselves.
Nah, it's all just handed to them.
I heard today, that if
562-9370.
they put the federal government in charge of the Sahara Desert,
They'd run out of sand.
within 6 months they'd be out of sand.
I'd say that's right.
And I believe that. Hillary Clinton and Obama are advocating sending more money to Egypt, to the people in Libya.
They're gonna turn that blind sheik loose too after
That
the
what?
election. That there blind sheik.
Well, I think Obama, if he is unelected, if we fire him, that one of his parting deeds will be to free the old blind sheik.
Mm-hmm. And if we
Oh,
elect,
he'll do it out of humanitarian concern.
if he gets elected, he's gonna do it too.
Well, possibly. It's probably true either way. And, I mentioned last night on the internet, and I'm going to say it here because I don't say anything one time I wouldn't say twice.
Unfortunately.
We are at war with most of the Muslims in this world. Not just a few, but most of them. The Muslim religion or Islam or whatever you want to call it is more than just a religion. and we've been treating them like it was just a religion, but it's not. It is a government, it is a set of laws, it governs everybody from the Ayatollah, the supreme Ayatollah, and the other Ayatollahs, right on down to the clerics and the sheiks and the caliphs, which is a section. And all of these activities are carried out within the Muslim temples and mosques. So I think if when we have an incident where it can be traced back to people who are governed by these sheiks and mosques, that we should have no reservation going in there and destroying their temples. Because it's not just a religious temple, it is the center of their government. It is their defense department. It is their war room. It's where they devise the strategy for jihad. They don't do it in any secular buildings. They do it within the religious buildings is where they do it. So therefore, to me, they are not off limits as far as being struck in a retaliatory blow by us or by any of your Western nations. I don't think we should...
We don't want to get them mad at us, though.
Oh, no. I'd rather somebody bum kill me that's not mad at me
Yeah.
than somebody that
There
is
won't
mad
be no
at me.
hard feelings
Well,
that
there
way.
won't be no hard feelings that way. Like that fella knocked me down, said, I hope there ain't no hard feelings. I got up and hit him with my shoe. That's what made me mad, was had to tell me he hoped there wasn't no hard feelings.
You see that Napa thing there, NAPA? You know who that is?
Why? I told you about going down there, didn't I? And my little truckie was running hot.
Yeah. Is it
And,
still running
I
hot?
Got some of that good, it was more than just a flush, you know.
It's a roll
It
flush.
didn't have no handle on it.
It's a
just,
roll flush.
I mean, I'm telling the world they can sell that radiator flush and ain't no handle to
Was it
flush
that
it
truck
with.
I borrowed?
Huh?
Was that truck I borrowed?
Yeah.
Well, you be careful, don't run that truck, I may need to
You
borrow
might
it
need
again.
again. Well, but they've got what they call is a radiator cleanser.
It's a roll flush.
Right. Now it's not a royal flush. It's just a cleanser.
The cleanser.
If it was a flush, if it was a royal flush, it would have a gold handle on it
Ah.
to flush it with.
You got that down there at the NAPA store?
I got it at Napa, right down there, straight across from IGA, right on the corner there, with
NAPA,
Jacksboro
right
Pike and
across
Old
from the
Jacksboro Pike.
NAPA, right across the road from the IGA.
He's getting a special order of
Antifreeze.
antifreeze in so he can keep the price down. It's not like the gasoline station. If they're selling it for $1.55 and
Where do you see
it
any of that?
goes to $1.65, even though they ain't bought none of that, they start selling what they got at what it costs to replace it.
Well, they're gonna have to buy some at that new price.
No,
They're gonna have to restock at that new price.
no, he's gonna buy it before a new price comes.
I'm talking about the gas station.
Oh.
562-9406 or 562-2629.
That's Napa Auto Parts.
Napa Auto Parts. That's who
Now
it is.
meanwhile, we were back bombing
Bombing mosques.
bombing those mosques of the Muslims. I don't see where they would be off limits, because that's where all of their activity occurs. The Supreme Ayatollah in Iran does not have an Ayatollah building to conduct his governmental policies. They do it right out of the mosque. They do it right out of the temples. And I believe a few of these, if we made a parking lot out of a few of these mosques, that they'd probably get the message. I believe that would work better than sending them another $2 or $3 billion.
We don't want them mad at us.
Oh yeah, but that'd be better than, they're mad because the money we're sending them's not worth as much as it was last
I can
year.
understand why they're mad about that. Whenever you put a new $40 billion worth of worthless paper out there every
And
month.
that's what Obama's gonna do. He wants to,
Well, let me ask you a question. What do you think about this sudden decision by Bernanke to put $40 billion a month in for the foreseeable future, and the Shah of Arabia are gonna start pumping more oil so the price will come down? You reckon they want this administration to continue, so they'll continue to have a monopoly on the money and oil?
I think they do wanna do that, and even though it will take them just a few weeks to rev up their production, just the promise of doing it is gonna lower the futures price. You ever buy any futures?
No, I bet on the future a time or two though.
Now, I bought futures.
You
I
have?
bought futures of corn one time for $1.65 a bushel,
Yeah.
and sold it for $4 and something a bushel.
How many bushels did you contract?
That's 1,000.
That's pretty good. You made $12, $14 on that
Yeah,
deal.
man can't hardly live off that 14%.
That 3%.
Huh?
You can't hardly live on that 3%.
That's that right. It's hard to do. And
If you'd have kept it, it'd bring about 7 or 8 now.
yeah, I know that, but it was short. It wasn't long term. Had to be done within that particular growing season.
Yeah, it'll rot if you keep it too long. You know what? I never would have thought when I was a kid picking beans for 50 cents a bushel, I'd see them $30 and $40 a bushel.
Right, it's hard to buy a bushel of beans less than $30 right now. And actually,
And a cow, you go buy a cow at the piece of time, you'll have $100,000 in her.
you do that.
And you don't even get to hide in the rough spots.
Right. I just noticed on the election that's coming up that the media wants to keep you focused on all the little bitty nitpicking stuff. They never want to get down to jobs and
That's a 3-letter word, JOBS.
and the debt that we are placing on our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, probably great-great-great-grandchildren. The failure of our foreign policy, where we back the wrong people. They think they back the right people, back the wrong people. In Egypt, in Libya, they've tried to in several other places back the wrong people. Our foreign policy with China is in disarray. Did you know our ambassador to China was attacked yesterday? And he did manage to survive it and get out of there, but the people in China are not upset about any video.
No, they're mad about Japan.
They're mad about Japan claiming some islands that the United States is backing Japan in. In is that the North Sea or the South Sea?
South China Sea.
South China Sea, okay.
North Sea's up there.
Hmm?
Up North Sea's up there around England.
Well, that North Sea is.
The only one I know of.
Like I say, you can't blame it on somebody that produced a video that we're getting demonstrations against us in China.
We talked in there. UGG TV.
Hey,
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, hello. You got us confused with somebody else.
Well, things are quiet, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, watched the evening news on the NBC tonight, and
If it didn't make you cry, it'd be real funny.
Well, I heard that Eric Holder didn't know nothing about Fast and Furious.
I heard that too.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Well, whenever they were asking him questions and they was checking into some of the correspondences, didn't he show that he did know about it way prior to all this
He
stuff?
didn't read that stuff.
Well, the president still would not release information on this thing, and
Do you blame him?
well, no, because he'd go all the way to the White House.
Hmm.
But what I'm getting back to, like the news is getting downright comical. The whole thing is.
You know, the people actually laugh at me and Bob, and then they'll watch Brian Jennings and them guys. Well, we got more accurate stuff than they do.
Yeah, we tell a lot less lies than they do.
If you listen to the words that are said, the entire thing is full of weasel words. You know what I'm talking about, weasel words, don't you?
Yeah, I know what a weasel word is.
There is
That's
mine.
lawyer talk.
Go ahead, I'm talking over you.
That there weasel word, that's lawyer talk.
Well, the news is full of it. But I thought that was kind of interesting is they put a lid on the thing to where you can get no information whatsoever. And then their little investigation shows that he knew nothing about it. Now he is the top in charge person, whatever, you know, and he don't know what's going on. Now they try to tell us that, of course, they're going to let some of them little heads roll down there, and what they're going to do, I'm sure they're going to allow them to retire with full benefits. But whenever you get into this type of stuff, there's not a person down there like an ATF and all this, and all these little low-level people that are going to take on to make that decision to pull a caper like that without they have authorization from the top people. You know, well, you know what I'm saying. The soldier out there that's on the ground, the one that's out there on the front, he don't make them decisions. Those decisions are made by the higher ups. You follow me?
Yes,
Yeah, I agree.
but they retain the by deniability.
Yeah, that's right. But now, we out here, the general public, we're supposed to believe this crap. And the last count I had, they were somewhere in the vicinity of 60,000 weapons that had went to Mexico. And it was only about 12,000 that was involved in this part of it that's been going on for years. And then we're trying to fight a war on drugs. We got to be the dumbest bunch or whatever they ever was.
Well, the dumbest bunch is the ones that's paying the bills, and that'd be me and you and some more
That's me
people.
and you. I'll have to agree. But people, well, it's like in this thing right here. Most people, I think, are becoming very apathetic about all this whole thing due to the fact that really, well, I don't know how to say it, but it's like you're on the local level. Our local government has no concern whatsoever as to how the citizens feel about anything. And this thing where they don't allow people to speak, I think it will bite them. I'm not sure. I don't think people, well, I don't know whether they care enough or not. What are you hearing anything about this sales tax thing?
Well, we
No,
already have the highest sales tax in the United States,
no, California does.
Well, here's,
not state.
Yeah,
State,
yeah, sales tax.
yeah.
Yeah, they got 10 cents. We got our part of it, though. But no, I'm not hearing anything. Everybody, you know, I mean, they're going to keep sliding in a attempted tax till they finally get one.
As I said before, they're broke. Our county is broke. They're gonna have to do something, and heavens, they would not want to cut anybody out of the finance department's office, even though they could probably do $500,000 right there. But they're broke, and they're gonna have to go back to the well for some more water, unless they wanna go thirsty.
well, I figure their sales pitch on this thing is going to be, oh, look, all these people from vacationers or whatever is going to be paying all this tax. I'll tell you what you do. You go out here and walk through the grocery store, or everybody here, and there's about, I believe somewhere in the vicinity of
Now, you're sounding like Mitt Romney now.
Well, yeah, that's interesting too, but here, people, if they try to sell people on the idea that this sales tax is gonna be paid by the out-of-staters, they better stop and look. The citizens right here local is the ones that really spend the money. They're the ones that eat here every day and spend their money every day right here. And I look, when I go around here, I look at the license plates, I may see 1 out of 15 that's out of state, or even out of the county.
We used to be eat up with that there Ohio Navy, but they can't afford to come down here now like they used to.
Well, when that tax is passed, we're the ones that's gonna be paying it. And if I had anything to say about this thing, here's what my.
You're not allowed to talk.
Right.
Pardon?
You're not allowed to talk.
Well, that's right, I'm not allowed to talk, but if I was, my first thing would be, before I would even consider voting to shoot myself in the foot with another tax, there would be a finance oversight committee. It would be in place and working before that I would agree to pay anything else. I'd like to see where the money's going before, and that's what we're gonna do. If we vote tonight, we're gonna shoot ourselves in the foot.
Well, you're just gonna have to get used to, if you don't want a tax, you're just gonna have to get used to them potholes and road and them garbage trucks that can't run.
Right, and don't forget the children.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, in this country, and I'm not just this county, but this whole country, we're so wasteful that it's unbelievable. And we're throwing away more stuff than most people are living on.
Yeah.
And what we did years ago, and it still goes on right now, we have a thing called planned obsolescence. And if you don't think I'm telling you right, just look at your gas can that you carry gas around in and watch the end of it fall off before the tank. You got a tank that'll stand the sunlight. You got an end that won't stand UV rays.
It's like, your hair falls out when you start getting useless.
Okay. When we go to repair equipment, we cannot you can't buy parts. I'm talking about bolts, fasteners.
I know you can't fix nothing anymore. They won't say you nothing to fix it with.
That's absolutely correct. Every truck out here has got about 6, 8, maybe 10 brake chambers on it. They're all assembled or made in Mexico, and they will not sell us the parts to repair them.
Yeah.
In other words, that's telling us that we're too blank stupid to take something and unbolt it and bolt it back together because somebody got hurt with one. And this is where we're at. If we don't change and start taking responsibility, you know where we're headed.
Well, can you buy parts for a car master cylinder now?
I don't think you can, and here's what they'll do too. If you find that part, they'll charge you 3 times
Yeah.
as much for the part as they will the complete unit.
I tried to buy a solenoid for a starter, and it cost me more than about as much as a starter.
Well,
Whole
this
thing.
is the way that you keep people from doing it. And I told you how Iacocca bailed out Chrysler back there by moving them bolt holes. I've told that what they did. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Where they take, you could take a part off of one vehicle if it was a General Motors product, and you could put a starter off of one onto another,
Yeah.
and it was 10 years difference.
Yeah.
Iacocca took the bolt holes, and he would move one bolt hole half a bolt off about every 6 months, to where that you couldn't take one part off of another one and put it back onto
Yeah, that's
where you
true.
could reuse it.
That's true.
And if you think that's right, I got my opinion. Anybody that would do a trick like that, everybody thought Iacocca was the greatest person in the world. Well, to do this type of thing, the citizens out here are the ones that are getting took to the cleaners, and that's why right now, and all the other car manufacturers caught on to this, you must know what month the vehicle was made in.
Iacocca started at Ford, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
it's
why
not
you have to have-
Mustang.
That's why if you got something to take off of a Ford and a bolt and a nut, it takes 2 different size wrenches.
Well, what they did, where I'm going back to, back years ago, you could take an engine out of one vehicle
37 Chevrolet, that you could use parts off of it all the way up to the mid-60s.
Well, this is the point I'm trying to make. The citizens out here are the ones that are getting took to the cleaners. Because, well, just because that one little thing, just to go in there and move that bolt hole, a half a hole off, to move over the public. Gentlemen, I appreciate your time.
I read, well, we appreciate you calling, take care of yourself, sir.
We'll see you next week. Appreciate you.
Be careful, gentlemen.
See, I read this thing the other day about,
Yeah,
About
they do that on making things planned obsolescence. But, you know, I was just noticing, you know, we have departments in the government that think that they are an island unto themselves. Did you see what Nashville School Board did as far as the charter schools were concerned?
you know,
They were under direct orders from the state of Tennessee, which the law says that the decision of the state education board will be binding on local boards. And they ordered the Nashville School District to approve the plan for a charter school. And they turned it down in spite of the fact that the state told them to accept it. So they got cut out of $3.something million that they penalized them for doing that. And because they were afraid that the charter school was going to draw only the better students away from local schools. And that's exactly what it's going to do.
yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with the better students wanting to go to school with the better students. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, there's two things at work in that situation. One, you've got the better students, you've also got the more involved parents.
Sure, that's the reason they're better students.
Yep.
And that's what makes better students is more involved parents. And that doesn't mean that the better students come from more affluent families. They come from families that are more involved in the learning process for their children.
I have a friend, you know, that teaches school in Knoxville, and she teaches in the inner city, and she's got Latino and black and white students. Now, who do you think which parent group, generally speaking, do you think is the most involved?
Latino.
Yep. They want their kids to get ahead, and I'd say if she had any Asian kids, they'd be mom and dad would be
They would be even more
And then-
involved, yeah.
and white people seem to take it for granted, you know.
Oh, yeah,
They don't have to do
we're
anything.
superior.
Yeah.
So,
We're just about to run out of time. In fact, we may be out of time, but
yeah.
we just keep grinning till they turn us off.
Well, we'll keep on picking and grinning, you know, until they turn us off. We appreciate so much you being with us. We appreciate you supporting our sponsors, and
At least don't hold it against them.
right, at least don't boycott them. You
Yeah.
know? We appreciate being with you. We're getting ready to hit the trails here, and it'll be
Sayonara.
and goodbye and good night.
Lucille. We didn't get a red light, but that's all right. We didn't need a red light anyway, did we, Bob?
Got another disclaimer after this show.
Hang on a minute. Let me get us turned off here before you get too carried away.
We're trying